Hey, what's up guys? Josh here from Champ Status Gaming, and today I'm bringing you my how to play an archer guide. First of all, you're obviously looking to play an archer character if you're watching this guide, and here are some things you're going to want to know and use while playing an archer. First of all, there's a very useful potion, the archery potion, which increases arrow speed and damage by 15%. So use that potion frequently, and you're going to want lots of that potion. Second of all, the bows. The bows obviously go from the different tiers, wooden, then the next best would be copper, then the next best would be silver. I mean iron, scratch that. Iron, then silver. But one thing to know is when you go from a gold bow to a demon bow, all the bows of tiers previous to the gold bow, and including the gold bow, shoot at a slow speed, I believe it is. And then once you get to a demon bow or a molten fury, it increases to average speed, which is just a good thing to know as an archer. Next, we're going to go over the different arrows in the game. The most basic arrow is the wooden arrow and the easiest to get. To make a wooden arrow, you're just going to need some wood and some stone to make them, to craft it. The next thing is the flaming arrow. The flaming arrow has 2 more raw damage than the wooden arrow, and to make a wooden arrow into a flaming arrow, you're going to need a torch and a regular arrow. One thing to know about flaming arrows is they light up the dark, as you can imagine, which is pretty good. You're going to want these if you're like in a cave and you can't really see, you haven't unlocked like the orb of light or the mining helmet yet. It's a good thing for beginners to know. Pretty obvious, but hey. Another pro tip about playing an archer character, whatever arrows are closest in your inventory to the left and to the top is the arrow that your bow will use first. Like, as you can see, I'm using the flaming arrows, as opposed to these other arrows because it's the closest to the top left. The next arrow I'm going to be showing you is the Jester's. Actually, I'll show you the unholy arrow first. The unholy arrow you can craft from a regular arrow and worm's teeth. You can also buy them from, I forget which vendor it is, one of the NPCs. I'll go check right now, actually. You can buy them for, I think, 40 copper each from the, not the arms dealer, the merchant? No. That's weird. I thought you could buy, I'm pretty sure you can buy the unholy arrows from one of them. It's just I haven't killed the Eater of Worlds since the patch. So I think that's why it's not letting me buy the unholy arrows. I would check the merchant. You have to kill the Eater of Worlds to be able to buy the unholy arrows. Anyways, that's how you craft them. Next I'm going to be showing you the Jester's arrow. The Jester's arrow, it moves through multiple sections of an enemy, as does the unholy arrow, which I forgot to talk about. The unholy arrow shoots through 3 enemies. It has a nice piercing effect to it. But the Jester's arrow shoots through however many enemies it can. But as you can see, it dissipates, evaporates, however you want to say it, in a shorter range than most arrows, as opposed to an unholy arrow, which can shoot much higher, and then they just fall down. But the Jester's arrows, they just explode. They also have a nice lighting effect. This is the second arrow that has a nice lighting effect. The only other arrow, the last arrow I should say, that has a lighting effect is the Hellfire arrows. I'll also go over the damage again for the arrows. Wooden arrows do 4 damage, flaming arrows do 6 damage, unholy arrows do 8 damage, Jester's arrows do 9 damage, and Hellfire arrows, the best arrows in the game, do 10 damage. They have a nice explosion effect to them, and they can also hit multiple targets within the explosion range. You can fire them pretty fast. But one pro tip to know when you're using Hellfire arrows, do not shoot them close to you. As you can see, it does damage to yourself, and you will and can kill yourself with them. Not good. If you're playing an archer, that's a pretty basic thing to know. You're not going to want to have enemies close to you anyways. You're going to as an archer, you're going to be using ranged, clearly, to kill enemies from a distance. So do not keep enemies close to you. Anti-pro tip. Or pro tip, whatever you want to say. I'm also going to be showing you the Molten Fury, the best bow in the game right now. The cool thing about the Molten Fury is if you're shooting regular wooden arrows, it lights them on fire, as you can see. And it should light unholy arrows on fire, I believe. Oh, maybe not. But the Molten Fury does light wooden arrows on fire, which is a cool effect, I guess. It's pretty cool seeing as it's the Molten Fury. You'd imagine that it would catch arrows on fire. And I'm also using the Hero's outfit because it's based on the character Link from the Zelda games. And Link used a bow and arrow. And I believe he was an elf too, don't quote me on that. I think you can see some little pointed ears right there. Or it might just be hair. I don't know. And I think that the hero's armor most closely resembles an archer character. So if you're trying to look like an archer and you want to use my tip, wear the hero armor. Well, that's really it. I mean, there's no equipable armor that currently improves an archer's stats or abilities or anything. So hopefully they will implement that in a further patch, but that's basically it for the Archer Guide. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope it helps some of you. Be sure to like, comment, rate, and subscribe. I will talk to you guys later, and I'll be making videos. And there is one more thing I want to talk about before I end this video. Sorry about that. I'm going on vacation soon for 5 days, but don't worry, I'll also release videos. I'm going to compile a bunch of videos so that I can just save into a folder and upload like 1-2 a day, hopefully while I'm on vacation. I'm going from the 30th to the 5th. This is more a message for my subscribers who watch all my videos, just letting you guys know. So, okay, now it's the real end of the video. Comment, rate, subscribe, and also leave me feedback on what videos you would like to see in the future. Alright, peace.